Have you ever pondered about the significance of Prophet Abraham in Islam? The birth of Abraham marks a crucial turning point in religious history. Born in the ancient city of Ur, located in present-day Iraq, Abraham's early life was steeped in the traditions of a society that worshipped a multitude of deities. Yet, even as a child, Abraham was not swayed by the idolatrous customs of his people. In his heart, a distinct voice beckoned him towards the concept of monotheism, a voice that was not of this world but divine in nature. As he grew, this divine guidance became more pronounced, leading him to question the polytheistic beliefs of his society. His relentless quest for truth was not an easy path, but it was one he was destined to walk. His life serves as a testament to his unwavering dedication to the pursuit of monotheism. Born into a world of polytheism, Abraham's journey to monotheism was a divine calling. How does one stand against an entire society's belief system? This is the question that Abraham, a notable figure in Islamic tradition, faced in his youth. He was born into a society deeply entrenched in idol worship, a practice he found deeply troubling. Abraham's rebellion against idolatry began with a profound sense of unease, a nagging question at the back of his mind. How can these idols, which cannot even move or defend themselves, be worthy of worship? He questioned the very foundations of his society's belief system, sparking a spiritual rebellion that would change the course of religious history. His confrontation with his father, a renowned idol maker, was a dramatic turn of events. Abraham challenged his father's belief in idols, asking, "Why do you worship what can neither hear, see, nor benefit you in any way?" His father, unable to answer, could only respond with threats and anger. Yet, this did not deter Abraham. He stood firm in his conviction, undeterred by his father's wrath. Abraham then took his rebellion to his people. He used logical arguments to challenge their beliefs, asking them, "How can you worship what you carve with your own hands while God is the one who has created you and all that you make?" He urged them to see the absurdity of idol worship and to recognize the existence of a higher power. His rebellion was not a rebellion of violence or chaos, but one of thought, of questioning, and of seeking truth. Abraham's rebellion was a rebellion of faith. He challenged the norm, questioned the established, and sought answers to questions no one else dared to ask. His rebellion was a testament to his courage, intellect, and unwavering faith in the existence of one true God. Abraham, despite societal pressure, bravely questioned the status quo and sought the truth. His rebellion against idolatry was a turning point, a beacon of light in an era of darkness, paving the way for the advent of monotheism. And so, his story continues to inspire, reminding us of the power of faith and the courage to question. What trials did Abraham undergo in his quest for truth? This question brings us into the heart of Abraham's journey, a journey filled with trials and tribulations that would shape the very bedrock of monotheism. Abraham was a man of unwavering faith, and this faith was put to the test in ways that few could endure. One of the most profound trials of Abraham's life was the near sacrifice of his son Ishmael. Abraham was commanded by God to sacrifice his son, a test of his devotion and obedience. Despite the heart-wrenching nature of this task, Abraham was prepared to obey God's command. However, at the last moment, God intervened, providing a ram to be sacrificed instead. This event is commemorated annually during Eid al-Adha, the festival of sacrifice. Abraham's wife, Hagar, too faced her share of trials. Left in the desert with her infant son, she ran between two hills, Safa and Marwa, in desperate search for water. Her unwavering faith and determination were rewarded when a spring known as Zamzam miraculously sprouted beneath Ishmael's feet. This spring continues to flow to this day, and Hajar's desperate search for water is remembered during the Hajj pilgrimage, when Muslims reenact her run between the hills. The construction of the Kaaba, the most sacred site in Islam, was another significant trial in Abraham's life. Along with his son Ishmael, Abraham was tasked with building this place of worship, a symbol of monotheism and a focal point for Muslims worldwide. Despite the enormity of this task, Abraham and Ishmael completed the construction, their efforts testament to their unwavering faith and dedication to God's command. Each of these trials served a purpose beyond the immediate challenges they presented. They were not simply tests of faith, but rather, turning points in the establishment of monotheism. Through these trials, Abraham and his family demonstrated the depth of their faith, setting the foundation for a monotheistic tradition that would span generations. These trials were not simply tests of faith, but rather, turning points in the establishment of monotheism. What is the enduring legacy of Abraham? This question invites us to delve into the profound impact of a man whose influence transcends time and geography. Abraham, known as Ibrahim in Arabic, is not merely a historical figure. He is the patriarch of monotheism. His life and teachings form the bedrock of the world's three major monotheistic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Each of these faiths, distinct yet interconnected, recognizes Abraham as a seminal figure, a conduit through which the concept of a singular, omnipotent deity was introduced to humanity. In the realm of Judaism, Abraham is revered as the founding patriarch. His covenant with God, chronicled in the Torah, set the stage for the Jewish faith. Similarly, in Christianity, Abraham's faithfulness to God is celebrated, his life symbolizing the virtue of unwavering faith in the face of trials. But perhaps Abraham's influence is most profoundly felt in Islam. Recognized as a prophet and messenger of God, his life is a touchstone of Islamic teachings. His unwavering faith, his surrender to God's will, his courage in the face of adversity, all these aspects of his life are immortalized in the Quran. He is regarded as an exemplar of Tawheed, the Islamic concept of monotheism, and his life is a testament to the virtues of submission to the divine will. Through his sons Ishmael and Isaac, Abraham's legacy continued, both of them recognized as prophets in their own right. They further propagated the monotheistic teachings of their father, thereby solidifying his influence. Abraham's enduring legacy is not confined within the walls of religious institutions. It permeates the daily lives of billions of people, shaping their beliefs, their values, and their perception of the divine. Abraham's legacy is not just that of a prophet, but that of a pioneer in the path of monotheism. His story, his teachings, and his faith continue to inspire, guide, and influence generations, underscoring the timeless relevance of his legacy. So, why is Abraham so significant in Islam? Well, the answer lies in the Quran itself, which refers to Abraham as Ibrahim, and holds him in high esteem as a prophet and the friend of God. His life is a testament to unwavering faith, absolute submission to God's will, and the rejection of idolatry. Abraham's significance in Islam is also reflected in his role in the Hajj, the annual pilgrimage to Mecca, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. The rituals performed during the Hajj echo the trials and tribulations faced by Abraham, his wife Hagar, and their son Ishmael. For instance, the Sa'i ritual, where pilgrims run between the hills of Safa and Marwa, reenacts Hagar's desperate search for water for her son Ishmael. The sacrifice of an animal, undertaken by many Muslims during the Hajj, commemorates Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son in obedience to God. But the significance of Abraham in Islam is not limited to the rituals of the Hajj. His life offers lessons of faith, patience, and monotheism that resonate with Muslims worldwide. Abraham's rejection of idolatry and his steadfast belief in one God exemplify the Islamic concept of Tawheed, or the oneness of God. His willingness to sacrifice his son illustrates the ultimate act of submission to God's will, a central tenet of Islam. Moreover, Abraham's status as the father of monotheism underscores the continuity of the Abrahamic faiths. His life serves as a bridge connecting Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, emphasizing their common roots and shared belief in the oneness of God. In essence, Abraham's life is a template of faith, a blueprint for Muslims to follow. His story is a lesson in devotion, in resilience, and in the power of monotheistic belief. It's a testament to the strength of faith in the face of trials and the rewards of submission to God's will. Abraham's life serves as a beacon of faith, patience, and monotheism for all Muslims. In conclusion, Abraham's life and legacy invites us to reflect. Born into a time of rampant idolatry, he had the courage to question the status quo and seek the truth. His journey was not without trials, but his faith and conviction never wavered, setting a high bar for steadfastness and resilience. His legacy, passed down through his sons Ishmael and Isaac, is a cornerstone of monotheism, and his significance in Islam is profound. Abraham, or Ibrahim in Arabic, is revered as the father of monotheism, a prophet who dedicated his life to the worship of one God. His story teaches us about the power of faith, the importance of questioning, and the wisdom in submission to a higher power. As we navigate our own paths, may we glean wisdom from Abraham's life, applying his lessons of faith, resilience, and unwavering belief in our own lives. And with that, we end our journey through the life of Abraham, a prophet whose devotion to monotheism continues to inspire millions around the world.